So it's 9 a.m. and I just got up after getting a phone call while I was trying to sleep this morning from the manager because I was up all night having seizures, and my apartment has been over 90 degrees for about a day and a half now, and I'm just soaked with sweat from head to toe. And if I get out of bed and the fan hits me, I have a seizure, and I was fighting that all night. Didn't get any sleep. Finally fell asleep about 8 o'clock, and then she called and left me a voicemail, which I recorded. Don't think I can upload it. I might be able to play it on like a clip or something for my channel, but I'm not too concerned with that yet. I don't want to like have anybody figure out who it is that I'm, I don't want them to figure out that I have their voice uploaded or anything. So, but anyway, she a couple 6 weeks ago told me that when I was dropping off rent that I had to get rid of everything on my porch. And I told her I'm just trying to get the cats to all come up here and stay around here for their breakfast so I can start trapping them and getting them fixed and whatever, spayed and neutered, so that this doesn't keep happening, because they sure as fuck haven't done a goddamn thing about it. They've just let it go and go and go, and now we have 8 kittens and 3 female cats, and 2 of them are probably pregnant again. So I told her I'll take care of the situation. Hold on. There's water over here, baby. Here's your water. Right here, babe. Here's your water. Come and have that. There's your food, okay? Come and drink your water over here. I'm still drinking off the ground. Anyway, so I told her, because I just got a notice in my door yesterday morning that we're having inspections again, federal inspections again. This is the second time in a row, like 3 months apart, that they're doing another federal inspection. And they're supposed to notify us like at least 2 weeks ahead of time, and that was like a week ahead of time. So I'm frustrated about that. But I had planned on removing this stuff off the porch before inspections anyway, like I always do. And I got a call this morning from her saying that the bosses, whatever that means, were here yesterday, apparently walking around looking at the property. And this back corner of this complex, where it is the furthest away from the entrance, it is not that far away from the office, but nobody comes around here ever. Like, the only people who come around here, especially past that light post down this way, is the guy that does all the leaf blowing and shit. And so nobody ever sees this shit except my neighbor, which is what makes me think she's been complaining about it. And I've already discussed with the manager that I was going to be doing this because I need to start getting them to trust me so I can trap them and get them fixed. And she knew that because they're not doing anything. And she keeps saying, like, we are going to stop feeding them. We aren't going to be doing that anymore. We stopped doing all that stuff or whatever. She kept saying we, like she meant her and other people. But I think she was just being extremely condescending and being like, her and her, or me and her or whatever. I don't even know. But I was like, well, I know you're not doing anything about it. That's why I am, because nobody else is. And if you're not going to do anything about it, then it's not going to just go away, because these cats there's been the stray cat colony here since I moved here 15 years ago. And I have only been feeding them this time around since like February. Like that's when I started regularly feeding them, because I didn't know there were that many cats left around here, especially kittens. So I started feeding them in February when I brought Buddy in, and I've been feeding them ever since. And then this is the first time she said anything about the food. The last time it was just about the stuff that's on my porch for them, which I already got taken down, basically. And so she was like, no, we're not feeding them anymore. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and watch these cats starve and continue to breed out of control because you think not feeding them is going to make them disappear, because that clearly is not the case. I've had this problem with these cats since I moved here. These cats have existed the whole time. They're not going to disappear. They're going to keep procreating. They're going to keep spreading, and you think it's going to stop somehow? They're just going to suffer, and then they're going to keep procreating. Like, what difference does it make if I feed them or not? They're still going to either suffer or, you know, procreate and then breed out of control still and get hit by cars like they already have. Like kittens, half the kittens get wiped out by cars like every time there's a litter. So I'm just like, well, I'm going to feed them and get them fixed. And that's where I've been trying to do. And I just bought a crap ton of food and a new litter box and everything to bring whoever I'm fixing first in, or the kittens or something, before they get to be old enough to start breeding. So yeah, she said, well, I'm gonna have to ask the bosses about that. I'm like, okay, whatever, but it's my porch and I pay rent here, and if I can't have all I have out here now is that one piece of wood that's kind of wedged between the, whatever the fuck those useless brick things are that are sticking out of the wall. So I can't really get it out because I really wedged it in there because it was, like, frustrating me and I couldn't get it to stay. So it's really wedged in there. I'd have to, like, chop it in half or something. But I'm not going to do that because when there's a huge-ass storm, they need to be able to go in there in that little crate under that wood. All the kittens pile in there at night after they eat, and they sleep in there in the morning, and I'm not going to take that away from them until I'm done trapping them and getting them fixed and hopefully readopt some of them out and, you know, won't have to worry about it anymore, because this is very stressful for me and very time and finance consuming. And I have not gotten a single iota of thanks from anybody. All I've gotten is, you're not allowed this, you're not allowed that, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. You know, you got to do this, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Not one single thing of thanks for spending all that money or doing all this work or anything. And all the neighbor ladies talk about how ridiculous it is, too, that this bitch manager is just refusing to cooperate and trying to get us to just stop helping the cats and just let them die or whatever. She thinks they're just going to die. Yeah, maybe a few of them will, but they're still going to procreate. So anyway, I'm just pissed right now. I'm exhausted. I'm drenched with sweat. I got to turn my air back on because it's another 92-degree day and I'm not going to survive this. Like, I already sweat when it's not super hot out. So I just wanted to update you guys because this might be coming to an end pretty soon here if I'm not allowed to. I mean, what's she going to do if I feed them at 5 a.m. and then the food's gone by like 7 a.m.? Like, what's she going to do? I can put food out in the morning. Nobody's going to see it. They eat it all and I put it away or whatever before the guys come around. Then nobody's going to see it. What's she going to do? I don't know why. I would like to ask them, the bosses, myself, what they're concerned. Why are they more concerned with what's on my porch, way the fuck back here in the corner of the woods, where nobody ever goes, rather than be concerned with the cat population that's breeding out of control here, that's causing more problems than my porch? Like, I would love to ask them that. What exactly is their thought process? Do they think it's just going to disappear because I quit taking care of them? Because it has not got, like, she said, oh, why has it gotten out of control then? I'm like, what are you talking about? The kittens have been around since they were born, and they're born every few months, and it's the same 3 mama cats that have been here for at least a couple years. So I don't know what she means by it's out of control now if I'm, because I was taking care of them. I have no idea what that even means, but I would love to talk to the bosses myself because this manager lady is clueless and just loves to talk like she knows what she's talking about when she clearly doesn't. And sorry, I gotta wait for her to leave. Anyway, manager lady talks like she knows what she's talking about when, and she knows, you know, anything whatsoever about stray cats, let alone as much as I do. But she loves to patronize me and talk to me like I'm a child whenever we discuss this. And as soon as I start saying anything like, well, we already discussed this and I'm doing this so I can trap them and get them fixed, she's like, we don't need to argue about it. It's settled. That's what they said. And I'm like, well, I'm feeding them until I can get them fixed. I already bought the food. So if you want to make an issue about it, we can make an issue about it, because at this point I'm done with everybody's bullshit and I ain't got nothing else to lose right now, because I'm pretty much at the end of my rope as far as finances go and my living situation goes and whatever. So if she wants to bring it on, because I'm at the end of my rope, and I don't care what she thinks about me. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. My neighbor lady is a bipolar like switch that just flips one way or the other depending on what day it is, I guess. But she's never, like 90% of the time, she just doesn't say a word to me. She just storms in and out of her apartment at least a dozen times a day and never says a word to me, and is always grouchy and slams her door and gets mad about whatever. But anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm done with this shit, and I don't know what to do with the cats. If I can't feed them on my porch, I'm bringing them in to feed them. Like, those are the options. There's no just ignoring them, because that's not going to do anything. So, especially when it's 90 degrees. You think I'm going to not feed and water the cats when it's 95 degrees out, bitch? The heat index was over 100 yesterday, and they were all sprawled out on the yard like half dead. So, anyway, this is what I got now. I just got the lean-to with their food and water right there. I have to throw away that stuff. So wish me luck, I guess. I'm gonna fight this as much as I can, but I don't want to get in any trouble and get evicted, because I can't handle that right now. It's not like I have anywhere else to go. Nobody in my family is gonna take me in if that happens. I can tell you that right now. So wish me luck, and I guess I'll update you guys later. Peace out.